Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Last Cloudia video, and I thought I would do my reviews similar to how I do them on Brave XPS. So if you like my reviews for Last Cloudia units like this, instead of where I just look at the in-game stuff, let me know in the comment section down below. Anyways, we have the Prefect of God Mia here, and her Thunder at light speed is basically her damage cap stuff. And another, of course, Last Cloudia always has to have some kind of vague ability. So some kind of light pillar activates that deals powerful damage to the target enemy that you're facing. That's being under the target ability. I mean, under whatever you're fighting right now. So pretty good. She gets some light damage caps, and for some reason, the last part there, physical damage kept enemies weak to thunder. Okay, so you get a small damage cap if they're weak to thunder, I guess. It doesn't say you have to deal damage to them with thunder, but it just says if they're weak to it, I guess. And the other one is quite nice. Allows you to have her revive. She's very tanky, by the way. Very tanky. She has a lot of tank abilities. She's a lot of HP stuff for free. So she can be very survivable, very durable. As you can see, they're very light, very durable, light DPS and a tank. And she also has a lot of int. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. That ring thing, that passive, she gets that for free. So she's able to take advantage of that. She's a goddess. She has Goddess Kiss and also a Sharp Eye for free. So that's a good combination to have. She has Gap Closing and Charge abilities, one of each. Lots of cap skills and anti-type effects. You know, killers and stuff like that. Quite nice. Lots of damage cap skills and things. So it's quite nice. Didn't realize that kept looping over and over again. Anyways, she'll want to use swords, just one sword, which is the most common weapon type. So you should have tons of swords laying around, I'm sure. There's old URs that have swords, so pretty good. And keep in mind, a sword does not have to need an element. As long as she's dealing light damage with her abilities, you'll still do fine. her normal attack will not be that element, I suppose, right? Unless she has an ability that gives her some light imbuing, but she does not have that. So this is not like Adele. I looked all around. I saw that she does not have anything where she's able to enchant herself with an element or something like Adele can. So I was kind of like, why does she have that weak to thunder thing? So that must just be something that she just has, I guess, from her previous self. So now that we see the strengths, let's move into the weaknesses here. If the enemy is resistant to light at all, there's no way around that. She doesn't have anything like Leona. I guess that's a unique ability to Leona. I'm always expecting like the next unit to have what Leona has, where they're able to bypass water resistance. And she's the only one unit apparently that's had it so far, at least from what I've seen. So she's stuck to using one sword for the max damage potential because a lot of everything is tied to using the one sword. All of her skills and passives and things are all tied to using one sword for the max damage potential. If you're using two, you're going to be doing a lot less damage. Which means Trishula is just not applicable unless you want to lose all those passives, and then by then you not want to even bring her because what's the point? So other than being incredibly durable, and believe me, she is very durable. She has a lot of SC0 passives that allow her to be very durable. There's not a lot of uniqueness about her. She's just an extremely durable, tanky DPS. That's light. So pretty good. I mean, I'm being very nitpicky because honestly, there's not a lot of flaws with her, so I have to be nitpicky in this way, guys. So keep in mind that. I might be hammering this home very hard, but she's very good, and I don't think she's bad at all. So I'm giving her a 7.5 out of 10. I think she's very good. That's it. So very good. Keep in mind, we'll be talking about the weapon equipment that she may have in the paid shop later on. But for now, we're going to move on to the Arc, which we're going to go in game 4. So 7.5 again. I think she's very good. But is it a must pull for her? Nah. Anniversary is in a few months, I think, right? So I think you just save for anniversary like I've been doing. So just save, guys. But I think she's good. You might get her, down the road at some point. So, anyways, let's move on. So we have, sorry that it's being cut off at the top there, but Archbeing Mia Lumaire. So the trait, all attribute magic damage taken 20%. Very good. So you're already taking, if you're fighting someone that's spamming a lot of magic stuff, you're gonna take 20% less damage from everything. When only weapon is equipped as one sword, so this is obviously very good for her. Give skilled attacks an anti-human type effect. Damage capped enemies weak to thunder or light. So as long as they're weak to it, you're gonna do 2,000 damage cap. If you're weak to both, you'll get even higher damage cap. The skill there is quite good. Gives you a huge well, this is a damage cap on its own. So you give light attack damage 30% buff to all allies. You get a 30% buff to whoever this arc is equipped to gets a 30% all stat buff. And then if the rest of them are all god types, then they get that as well. So pretty good. Let's look at this. Let's look at these skills here. Ones that are most notable, and I made sure to look on the Goldmine website. The only person who has healing 3 is a unit. So magical damage healing 3, you're getting 40% damage recovery. That's actually insane. Like, my eyes kind of widened when I saw that. That's actually very good. This is pretty good. The whole ensemble is kind of like a gimmick. Not really ever going to be useful unless you're building a light team. So it's pretty good, but it's just whatever. And then the last one is actually very good. When hitting an attribute weakness with only light damage, you get a damage cap, and only one of a sword, you're getting a 3,000 damage cap. So very good. I look at the arc reward, and it's very good. For, of course, it's a UR arc, not an LR arc. So very good sword here. When hitting an attribute weakness with light damage, you get a 20% damage increase and also damage cap 2,000. So very good sword, very good arc reward. I would spend all my Ethereans for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this an 8.75 out of 10. Very good arc. Of course, it's a UR. These are the top tip. But if you're new to the game, and there's actually some people that are actually kind of new or just coming back to the game that are in my community, so if you're free to play, never chase these arcs. They are very hard to get. It's like chasing a dream. You're not gonna really catch it. It's like trying to touch a cloud. It's probably not gonna happen. So if you're free to play, don't even chase URs. You're gonna hear that from anyone. You go to anyone on YouTube and you'll ask them, "Hey, if I'm free to play, should I try to get this arc that's UR?" No, they'll say no, definitely not. It's too expensive. Now you can get very lucky. Of course, everyone can get lucky, right? But just I wouldn't really bother with it. Now let's go ahead and look at her paid equipment. This is no longer part of the review. If you're new to my reviews, this is no longer part of the review. And let's look what we've got here. So it's got some int on it for the ring ability, which is very good. Continuous brave effect, whatever. When only one weapon is equipped, light damage 15%, damage cap 3,000. That's actually quite good. Pretty good. And this one is closed. Kind of fits because, I mean, it doesn't have any strength on it. So why? I don't know. Magic damage taken 20%. So if you have the arc and you have this, you're taking 40% damage, I believe. 40%, maybe it's 20, whatever. Battle start, add 20%, 10% of strength to mind. Won't faint for damage. It's decent. It's pretty decent. Also, you got some resistances here. Pretty good. These two things here are resistance, so it's not too bad. Is it a must-have? I don't think so. It's just good. Both of these are just good. But they're not great. Oh, and also her other ones are in here too, I guess. Just for the other Mia, though. But I think they're just okay. You can live without them if you want to pull for her. I think these are just okay. If you want to have a Pokemon, you know, fossil situation here, I like to call it that. If you're in a fossil situation, you can only pick one or the other, then you probably want to get the sword, unless you get the arc. Then you probably want to get this. But I'm only talking people who are paying for gems and stuff in this game at this point. Obviously, just get one or the other. Don't get both, because I don't think chasing for both is worth it. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. Let me know in the feedback in the comment section down below what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.